Hello everyone. Today I will be doing my August birthday book haul. I got a lot of books that I'm very excited about and that I can't wait to read. Here are the books that I got in August. So the first one, I have a physical copy of the book, but I accidentally left it at my parents' house. But it's Catwoman Soul Stealer by Sarah J. Maas. I was able to get a copy of the LitJoy book, which came with a couple of cards, and it is signed by Sarah J. Maas. So I'm very excited to read this one. This is the third book in the DC Icon series. So they did Wonder Woman, they did Batman, Catwoman, and the next one to come out is Superman. And that's the one that I'm super excited about. Yes, super. Catwoman is kind of the backstory of Catwoman, Selina, and how she becomes Catwoman. So I started reading it, and it's actually very good. I actually have to keep looking up stuff on Google because I don't know a lot about Catwoman. So a character will come into the story, and I want to make sure if they're another person in the DC universe, so that's kind of fun, just finding out more about that too. So yeah, I'm super excited about this one. The next one that I have is from the uppercase book that I got. It is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novak. This is kind of a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. I love fairy tales. I love retellings, so yeah, I'm very excited to get it signed by Naomi Novak. I've gotten a lot of signed books this month, which I'm very pleased of. The next one I got is the Alcrate book, Grace and Fury. This is also a signed book. I don't know why I like keeping the Alcrate books in their sleeves until I start reading them. But this is the story of two sisters, and there's political intrigues, just who rules, ruthless royals was the theme of the box. So I'm also pretty excited to read this one. It's not as thick as some of the books I've been reading recently, so I think if I read this one, it'll probably take pretty quick. But I like the cover, so excited about that one. The next couple are books that I already have, but I had to get different versions of them. So, yeah. So, the first one is My Plain Jane, again, but this is the Target edition, which has an extra chapter. So, it was exclusive to Target. So, I had to get it. I had to read more about Jane and Alexander and Helen. So, I'm super excited that I was able to get this one. I went to Target and had to get it. The next one is My Lady Jane, but this one is signed from uppercase. I've been trying to find a signed copy of My Lady Jane for the longest time, and finally I saw a girl who was going to sell it. And yeah, just to have both books signed by the authors is, I really like that. And the last one is My Lady Jane, but the British edition, softcover British edition. I just had to get this cover. It's totally just encompasses the book. It goes more for the funny aspect of the book, so you can see Jane, Gifford, and then My Lady Jane, the not entirely true story. And then in the back, there's part of the book, Dearest Jane, sorry I made you marry a horse. Your father-in-law is trying to kill me. Send help. So it just encompasses the quirkiness and funniness of the book. So I saw it was on sale, so I had to get the British edition. The next two books I got while going to the library, and they were just a couple dollars each. The first one is Ash and Bramble. by Sarah Prines. It is, the tagline is, "When the glass slipper doesn't fit." So it's kind of a Cinderella story, but if it's like, what if Cinderella never wore the glass slipper? So I like the cover. So if anyone has read this, let me know, because I don't know really what this is about, besides that, and that I like the cover. So there's that one. The next one is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clark. I read this book, I think, last year or the year before, and it was really good. It's a fantasy book about two magicians who kind of have like a battle, and then like what happens. And it has some drawings, and I really liked it. So when I saw it just for a couple dollars at the library, I was like, oh, I'll add it to my fantasy books. So there's that one. The next one I got is a Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This is a fantasy book that I keep hearing about, and I know I will like it once I start reading it. It is a fantasy book about different Londons. So there's like a gray London, a black London, red London, and there's people who can like go between the Londons. It has gotten a ton of good reviews, so I had to get it. This is the Barnes & Noble special edition, and it has fan art on the ends. And it has several like extra things to read in the back. But the thing I did not know until after I bought it was that it was signed. So I was super excited about that. I got it as a birthday present to myself. So I came home, and then it took me 2 days to find out that it was signed. So that was fun. So A Darker Shade of Magic. And the last book that I got is one that I won on Goodreads. It's a Arc of the Murder Pit by Mike Finley. This is book 2 in the Arrowwood series. This comes out in 2019, and it is about a detective who is like the rival of Sherlock Holmes. So the first book is like, the rich people go to Sherlock Holmes. Who do the normal people go to? So then it's Arrowwood. So I'm pretty excited to read this series. So those are the books that I got in August. I love getting signed books. Super excited about this books, and I can't wait to get to them. So anyway, hope you liked this quick video. Like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.